Hi, my name is Vishnu, and the topic I chose for the challenge is to explore 7 branches of the U.S. military: the Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, National Guard, and Space Force. Did you know there are about 1.4 million people currently on active duty in the military, with another 1.2 million people on reserve? The Army is the main ground force and largest branch of the military to serve the American people, to defend the nation, and to protect vital national interests. The active duty Army is supported by 2 reserve units, the Army Reserves and the National Guard. Recruits live by a set of core values that include loyalty, duty, respect, self-service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. The U.S. Marine Corps was originally created as a landing force for the Navy, and they have served in almost every military conflict in American history. More lightweight and mobile than the Army, Marines can be deployed quickly. To be in the U.S. Marine Corps, you must train harder and longer with a rigorous 12-week-long boot camp, challenging them physically and mentally. The U.S. Navy's primary job has always been to preserve the freedom of the seas and to guard the country. During conflict, the Navy enhanced the power of the Air Force. The Navy deploys their aircraft carriers in areas where permanent landing strips are not viable and carries roughly 80 aircraft per carrier. They can also attack targets on land using guns and missiles and use their submarines to strike at enemy shores. The Navy also aids the Marines by bringing them to the battle zones. During World War II, the United States realized the importance of air power. Prior to that time, the main task of the Air Force was to support forces on the ground. The Air Force's responsibility is to protect the country's interest in air and space. This includes the use of a variety of different aircraft as well as military satellites. The U.S. Coast, also known as Ready, especially in times of crisis, is the most multitasking unit in the task force. People working behind the U.S. Coast Guard are active duty members, reservists, auxiliary, and civilians. U.S. Coast Guard are seen especially during national crises such as hurricanes, earthquakes, pandemics, and patrolling national borders. Due to COVID, you may have heard about the National Guard or may have seen them in grocery stores. As the National Guard, you operate in part under state authority. The cool fact about National Guard, while also in the armed forces, you can also hold regular jobs and go to college. There are 2 parts of the National Guard: the Air Force National Guard and the Army National Guard. Together, U.S. military and the U.S. Air Force Guards are called the National Guard. The U.S. Space Force is one of the newest military services, which was just established in December 2019 to protect U.S. and allied interests in space and to provide space capabilities to the joint forces. The U.S. Space Force works along with organizations such as NASA, SpaceX during satellite launches, and to monitor satellites in space. In the end, all 7 branches are the country's forces to protect and serve the local community as well as the entire country. I hope you learned something today new about the Department of Defense today. Thank you. Bye.